Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a little video on first impressions and a review on the sort of not really new but new Urban Decay All-Nighter Tinted Moisturizer. Let's see what it's called. It's actually called Stay Naked Hydromatic Tinted Glow Hydrator. So this is what it looks like. So today is a rare sunny day, so I decided to actually do a video with natural light. I feel like natural light is so much better when you actually do reviews and stuff, so people can actually see the actual shade and how it really looks like on the skin in natural sunlight without all the fake ring lights and stuff like that enhancing the look. Without further ado, let's get into the video. The shade I got is 20 Fair, so this is what it looks like. I actually wanted to get the light shade, I think it's light 30 or something like that, but when I looked online, the swatches looked actually a little bit darker than my skin tone, but when I actually swatched this one, it looks a little bit fair for me. So maybe if you're around my skin tone, you might want to go to the light one because it's probably going to be a bit lighter than what it is online, and since summer's coming, it will be so much better for the skin shade. Let's read a little bit about what it says that this Hydromatic Tinted Glow Hydrator does. It is medium coverage up to 24-hour wear. It has kombucha filtrate and marula oil. So it helps to give you a very nice dewy, juicy finish and healthy looking skin glow, and as they said, it should last about up to 24 hours. I'm not going to test 24 hours, but maybe I'll see how long it lasts throughout the day. As you know, I've been suffering from very dry skin, so around my mouth area and a little bit here on the forehead and the temples. So I have very dry, red, patchy, flaky skin here, and I've been doing a lot of testing on tinted moisturizers and foundations that are more hydrating for the skin. So hopefully let's see how this one does today. So I'll put a little bit on my hand to show you the shade. So I did a little swatch when I first got it to see the shade itself, then I can see that it's a little bit too light. But hopefully, as tinted moisturizers are supposed to be a bit more sheer and the formula is supposed to be a bit thinner and sheer, hopefully the shade can actually stretch to fit my skin tone. So this is what it looks like. You can see it's more of a fair neutral. The light one is a bit more of a light neutral as stated online. So let's put this on the face now. I'm going to use fingers as I usually do for all tinted moisturizers. And then we'll put more if we need more. So let's see how it goes. So it actually applies really quite easily. I would say the consistency for this formula is a bit thicker, so it feels a bit more foundation-y than what I would expect for usual tinted moisturizer, because usually those are a bit more runny, a bit more thin, more slightly more watery. But this one actually feels a bit more thicker. So hopefully the shade actually works. So let's see. So it applies quite easily. I'm using fingers per usual, but I think you can use a brush and even a sponge for this one if you like, because of the thicker consistency, so the sponge wouldn't really absorb that much. And as I'm putting it, I can see that it's more of a sheer to medium coverage, because I can definitely still see a bit of my pores, a bit of my little freckles, and the redness is still there, it's still peeking through. It doesn't really cover the redness on my skin. Okay, so I've applied one layer. It looks pretty okay. I can see that it actually covered a little bit of my pores, and it gives my skin a little bit of a better even skin tone. But it does enhance the dry, patchy, flaky skin over here and a little bit over here, and it doesn't really completely cover fully the red patchy area and also my old pimple scar. So I would say definitely sheer to medium, and I think the medium would definitely be more how to say, buildable. So let's see whether it can cover all these little spot areas. Spot conceal it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand, and then I'm gonna put on the little areas here. So like this scar here. Let's see whether it actually covers it. So yeah, it doesn't completely cover it, but it does, how do you say, make it less red and less obvious. So definitely sheer to medium. Let's see here. Yeah, it lightens the redness, but it doesn't completely cover it at all. So it's definitely sheer medium coverage. So the skin actually feels nice and like bouncy and like more supple, but it's not super sticky or like wet or like oily. It feels just a little bit tacky, and I'm guessing it should actually be absorbed pretty quickly into the skin. It's not like the usual kind of more hydrating kind of formulas. I would say it's like a moderate dewy finish. It's not super dewy. It's quite like just a light, nice sheen to your face. It gives you a little bit of a healthier glow to your skin. So it really is a more natural finish, but I wouldn't say it's the most hydrating of formulas or of tinted moisturizers, and it is definitely not super dewy. Just a little nice sheen, a little bit glowy on your skin. So I would say it's not drying, definitely not drying, but it's not super dewy. It's not super moisturizing. It's moisturizing enough. Yeah. So if you have very dry skin like me, like patchy, dry, flaky skin, I wouldn't recommend using this because it doesn't actually help the dry area. It doesn't moisturize it. It enhances the look and it makes it more like obvious, like more textured. You can see. Let me bring it up close. So you can see the dry spots here. You can see my little like moles and stuff still peeking through. So it doesn't cover like a normal foundation, and it doesn't like, how do you say, it doesn't like, you know, obviously give you the nice like flawless look, but it just makes your skin look better, a bit more enhanced. So a very nice natural look. So overall, I think this is an okay product. I wouldn't say it's the best tinted moisturizer I've tried, or the dewiest, or the dewiest, the most moisturizing. The previous review I did for the Becca one, it actually gave a more luminous, more dewy, more like glowy look. If that's what you want, the Becca one would definitely be better. And yeah, overall, I think it's an okay one. I wouldn't really say it's my favorite. But overall it's still okay, you know, it's pretty normal. Let's see how long this one will last. I will probably like update you below in the comments or in the, what do you call it, in the description box after I've tried it on for a few hours to let you know how it goes. But so far I can feel like it's not as tacky as it was already. So that's pretty good for me. If you are afraid of like wearing this in the summer, I think this would be actually pretty good because it's not super oily and it won't come off as fast. Maybe that's why the formula is a bit more like thicker and a bit more less runny and less oily. Okay, it's been about 2 hours, so I would say it still looks about the same. The same dry spots are still here, showing a little bit of the flaky skin. It's not the most hydrating, but it's still, I would say it's still hydrating enough for like normal dry skin. So because it still feels like nice and smooth and glowy. Not dry, definitely not dry, but it still looks okay, the same. Pores slightly showing, the little red mark still showing as before. Nothing much different, and it feels very comfortable. Obviously, it's very light, so I'll check back in again later. Hey guys, I'm checking in. I think it's about 6.5 hours since I did this makeup, this tinted moisturizer. So overall, I think it still looks the same, except that you can see that I'm way more shiny all over the face, especially in the cheeks and the T-zone here. I can actually like see the oil coming out, or like on the surface a little bit here, so which adds on to the shiny, dewy, glowy look, if that's what you like. So from what I said before, when I said people who have mildly like oily to combination skin can also use this, but it depends if you are okay with having extra shiny face. If that's not for you, then this is definitely not a product that you should use, because I think as the time goes on, the oils from your own face actually come out, and yeah, because it obviously doesn't stop the oils from coming out, as it's not a matte finish product. I still have my dry spots all over here, so I went for a walk outside today, and I ate my dinner and stuff like that, so maybe a little bit must have come off, but other than that, it really still looks the same. The dry red spots are still here, not as obvious. But funnily enough, I think that actually maybe the flaky skin is not as pronounced as it was when I just put on. Maybe because of the oils that have seeped out that helped with the dryness. So maybe in the end it worked out a little bit. Must be the marula oil. But other than that, it still looks the same. It's not 100% transfer proof. I think a little bit came off onto my collar here, but otherwise, as I said, it still looks the same. So I'm gonna end my video here. I'm too lazy to actually film another one on my camera. So yeah, overall I think this is an okay tinted moisturizer. The fact that I think compared to other tinted moisturizers, this does cover a little bit better. It has slightly better coverage. When you first put it on, the dewiness is not as great. It's not as moisturizing, but as you wear it, compared to others, this one actually makes you look dewier, and your oils do come out a little bit, so you have to be aware of that. And yeah, so overall I think it's okay. It's not fantastic, it's not the best, it's not my, I don't think it's gonna be a favorite, but it's an alright tinted moisturizer. So that's it. Oh, look at the shine. I mean, it does make me look very glowy and very like shiny. But yeah, it's definitely a bit more like oils. You can see the shine from my fingers. But yeah, okay, that's it. So this is it for the review. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.